Greetings, it's your girl Triniing with Health and Healthy Living. So today's topic is on sea moss, also known as Irish moss, and the Latin word is Chondrus crispus. This video was actually requested information on this topic was requested by my niece Crystal Rubin. Shout out to you, Crystal, and I hope this video is helpful to you and others as well. So sea moss, what is sea moss? This is sea moss in its hydrated form. This is what it looks like. Hydrated is dry. You buy it. It usually comes in a package. This is what it looks like. It's actually not a moss. It's actually like an algae. This is what it looks like hydrated. This has been soaking for like about, I think maybe a half an hour. It kind of quadruples in size once it's rehydrated. It expands. Okay, so what is sea moss? Sea moss is a weed that grows on rocks in the sea. It attaches to the rocks, and while growing on the rocks, it absorbs all the minerals and other key nutrients from the rocks. Sea moss is actually referred to as a superfood. Okay, so let me break down some of the terminology I just used. Minerals. What is a mineral? A mineral is essential to the functioning of the human body and is obtained from food. Examples of minerals are iron, potassium, calcium, sulfur. Those are examples of minerals. And what is a nutrient? A nutrient is anything that feeds and nourishes. And I said sea moss is considered a superfood. So what is a superfood? A superfood is a food considered exceptionally good for one's health and for boosting the immune system due to its naturally high content of vitamins, minerals, fiber, antioxidants, or omega-3 fatty acids. I'll repeat that again. A superfood is a food that's considered to be exceptionally good for one's health and for boosting the immune system due to its naturally high content of vitamins, minerals, fiber, antioxidants, or omega-3 fatty acids. The great thing about sea moss is that it contains all 5 of these benefits. It has vitamins, it has minerals, it has fiber, it has antioxidants, and it has your omega-3 fatty acids. Now, that's a great start, right? Okay, so that's sea moss. And some of the vitamins you can get from sea moss is vitamin A, B, C, D, E, F, and K. You can also get calcium, potassium, sulfur, iron, B complex, zinc, fiber, iodine. The list goes on and on and on. Sounds great already, doesn't it? Okay, so I'll give you a little fun fact about sea moss that I didn't know, and I found this out doing my research. Sea moss, like I said in the beginning, is also known as Irish moss. Did you know that Irish moss was used as the main source of food to feed people of Ireland during the Irish potato famine that lasted from 1846 to 1848? This was considered like a pauper's food. When they were going through their famine and they had no food, they used sea moss. And because of this, this superfood was then associated with poverty and was ignored for quite a while by, I guess, that part of the world. Because in my country, which is Trinidad, I grew up knowing about sea moss. It's just like one of our national drinks. We make it and drink it all the time in the Caribbean. Sea moss was traditionally used by the Irish as a cold medicine. Let food be your medicine, let your medicine be your food. And recorded as a medicine for colds and such way back in 1810. Now, listen to what I'm saying here. In Ireland, back in 1810, they have sea moss registered, logged as a cold medicine. This superfood was also used to combat poverty back when Ireland was going through what is known as the Irish potato famine. It was also used to treat tuberculosis and pneumonia. Now, what else, if I say nothing else, what else can I say to you to convince you how great this food is, other than everything I've stated in the last 5 minutes? I mean, like, let's be real. Sea moss has been a staple in my country, like I said, which is Trinidad and Tobago, since I was a child and beyond. But lately, it has been regaining its popularity through Dr. Sebi and his insight into an alkaline healing diet. Yes, folks, sea moss is also alkaline. And if we know our body is naturally alkaline. Okay, so now I'll start with 5 benefits of sea moss. 5. I'll tell you, doing this, it was very difficult to choose which 5 topics I wanted to cover for this video to show you guys the potency and the importance and how this food, this algae that grows in the sea naturally, is so important to one's diet. And as I said, grow in the sea naturally. Be aware, buyer beware. When purchasing sea moss, you have to make sure of the packaging, and it says it was grown in the sea. Because just like everything else, man is man making sea moss. Yes, folks. Yes, you heard me. They are taking a little piece of the algae, putting it in the pool with water, and simulating the motion of the ocean, because that's what makes it grow, and attaching it to a rock, and have been successful in creating the artificial or the man-made version of sea moss. So buyer beware of where you get your product from and how your product is grown. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to cover 5 benefits of sea moss. Number 1, it supports the immune system and fights infection. How does it do that? It contains bioactive compounds with potent antimicrobial effects. Layman terms is, sea moss contains compounds that interact with living tissue while also inhibiting the growth of bacteria. Basic. It interacts with living compounds while also inhibiting the growth of bacteria. Number 2, sea moss enhances thyroid function. How does it do that? It enhances the hormone TSH. TSH stands for thyroid stimulating hormone. Sea moss enhances the growth of that hormone. Therefore, it can be used to manage decreased production of TSH. And I guess that's when your thyroid is hypo, when you're not producing enough TSH, you can use sea moss to naturally help produce the TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, that's needed to regulate your thyroid levels. It also contains iodine and selenium, which are minerals. They're essential minerals, and these are the minerals that's needed for the synthesis of the thyroid hormones in the first place. So not only does the sea moss help enhance the TSH that's needed for the thyroid hormone production, it also contains the minerals that stimulates the growth of these hormones. Like, come on now, guys. Number 3, sea moss helps in joint pain. It's antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. The properties that causes it to be antioxidant and anti-inflammatory is found in sea moss and is effective in easing joint pain. And we all know we have the arthritis and other forms of joint pain that we can use even when we get like an injury and the inflammation is building up, or you have a cold and inflammation build up. It has anti-inflammatory properties. Benefit number 4. Sea moss contains fatty acids, omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. Omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids are considered essential fatty acids. The body creates all our fatty acids that we need except these two. So these two fatty acids, omega-3 and omega-6, I'm sure you've heard the term before, they're called essential fatty acids because we cannot get them from the body and we need to get them from our food intake. Omega-3 helps reduces inflammation. Again, the anti-inflammatory properties and benefits of sea moss. Omega-3 also helps support heart health and helps reduces symptoms of depression. Omega-6 fatty acids helps all cell function and is linked to the lower risk of chronic disease. It helps the function of all your cells within your body. Again, I'll stress it, folks. Omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids are referred to as essential fatty acids because those are the only two fatty acids that our body do not produce on its own, and we need to get these fatty acids through our food intake. Benefit number 5 of sea moss. It helps in your respiration. It dissolves phlegm. It soothes the inflammation of the mucous membranes to aid in the prevention of congestion. Its antiviral properties can help with flu, sore throats, common cold symptoms, and so much more. I don't know what else to say about this product. I love, and just to think, we grew up just drinking this because it was just part of our national food dietary compounds. How I used to use sea moss before was just like I just stated, as a drink. We mixed it with milk, condensed milk, cinnamon, nutmeg, sweetener. Now that I eat differently and I'm trying to maintain a healthier lifestyle of eating, I use sea moss in so many different ways. There's so many ways to implement sea moss into your daily food intake. When I make my steel oats, my oatmeal, I put a tablespoon or so, according to how much I'm making, of sea moss in there. Because once you rehydrate the sea moss and it comes like this, you then have to either blend it with water or boil it, and it becomes this gel-like substance. You pour it into a glass container and then it kind of solidifies. That's a whole nother video. I'll show you how to do that probably in my next video. And then you use it as you're ready to go along. I make it as a drink. I mix it with my almond milk because now I no longer consume cow's milk. I use my almond milk or my coconut milk, and then I'll put my spices, my cinnamon, my nutmeg, my cloves. I'll put my agave nectar, or maybe I'll use pure maple syrup or even honey as my sweetener, and just make it as a drink. I might throw a banana in there, add it to my smoothies, make a smoothie drink with it. I've seen it recently in like a recipe. I think it was for oatmeal cookies or something. People put it in recipes for different things. It was salmon cakes. I saw it in there. People use it as a thickener for their gravies. There's so many ways you can implement this superfood called sea moss, aka Irish moss, into your diet. And I saved the best for last. Our bodies have 102 minerals in our bodies. It's made up of 102 minerals. Would you believe that sea moss contains 92 of those 102 minerals? Like, come on, guys, come on. Did I sell you on sea moss yet? Our body contains 92 of the 100, my bad. Sea moss contains 92 of the 102 minerals that's made up in our body. So this is why this thing is a superfood. This thing, you have to implement sea moss into your daily diet. You just have to. Whether you put it in a recipe or make a smoothie, put it in your oatmeal, put it in your soup, whatever you do, get some of this into your daily diet. This thing is the real stuff. This is the best superfood. It's great for vegetarians and vegans alike. No animal products, no animal byproducts, naturally made on the sea, grows on a rock, attaches to the rock in the sea, and absorbs all the minerals and nutrients out of that rock. And then they hydrate it to sell it, and once you're going to use it, you rehydrate it and implement it into your diet. Very simple. Next video to come, I'll show you how to get it from this state to the gel-like substance state. Until then, treat your body right and eat to fuel your body. Peace out. It's your girl Triniing. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know what you want me to bring to you next. Peace out.